Have you been asking God for an answer, only to be met with what feels like silence? Before you scroll away, I want you to know, this moment may not be an accident. Many believers don't even realize that God often answers in ways they never expected. And because of that, they miss the very thing they've been praying for. If your heart has been carrying the weight of fear, financial pressure, family struggles, or quiet tears that no one else knows about, don't ignore what brought you here today. There is a reason these words found you at this exact moment. Perhaps you've been wondering if heaven still hears your prayers. Perhaps you've whispered, "Lord, are you listening?" In the middle of a sleepless night or during a lonely drive home. I want you to hear this with an open heart. Your prayers have not disappeared into the darkness. Sometimes the answer you've been waiting for doesn't arrive with thunder or dramatic miracles. It begins with a gentle invitation, a change in perspective, or a door God quietly places before you. Many people overlook these moments, and they walk away from the very blessing they asked for. This is very important for your soul. Don't let doubt convince you that God has abandoned you. His timing is never careless, and His love has never left your side, not even for a single moment. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover could help you recognize what God has already been doing in your life, even when you couldn't see it. My beloved child, I have seen every tear you tried to hide from the world. I have heard the prayers you whispered when your heart was too tired to speak aloud. Even in the moments when you believed no one understood your pain, I was closer than your next breath. You have been carrying questions that no one else knows about. You smile in front of others, yet inside, you wonder why doors keep closing. You ask why the job never came, why the relationship became distant, why the bills continue to pile up, or why peace seems so difficult to find. You have wondered if I have forgotten your name. But listen carefully, I have never forgotten you. The silence you have been experiencing is not the absence of my love. Many believers mistake waiting for rejection, but the two are not the same. What feels like delay is often my protection. What appears to be an unanswered prayer is sometimes my mercy shielding you from something you cannot yet understand. Think about a loving parent holding back a child from running into a busy street. The child may cry, feeling restricted, unaware of the danger just beyond sight. In the same way, there have been moments when you asked me to open a door while I could already see what was waiting behind it. My "not yet" was never meant to punish you. It was meant to preserve you. This truth is difficult to accept when life hurts. Pain has a way of convincing you that I am distant. Anxiety whispers that you are alone. Fear tells you your future has already been decided. But those voices do not speak for me. My voice is different. I remind you that your worth has never depended on your income, your achievements, or the opinions of others. Your value was established long before your current struggle began. Nothing you are facing today has changed the way I see you. There is something many people never recognize. While they are searching for dramatic miracles, they overlook the quiet ways I begin transforming their lives. A conversation that encourages your heart, an unexpected opportunity, a moment of peace in the middle of chaos, a verse that speaks directly into your situation. These are not coincidences. They are gentle reminders that I am still guiding your steps. Perhaps you've been praying for me to change your circumstances, while I have been preparing your heart to receive a blessing greater than you imagined. If I changed everything around you before strengthening what is within you, the blessing itself could become a burden. So, do not measure my faithfulness by what you can see today. Seeds grow beneath the soil long before anyone notices the first sign of life. In the same way, I have been working in places your eyes cannot yet reach. Even now, while you wonder whether anything is changing, my purpose is quietly unfolding. Hold on to this truth. Your story is not defined by this difficult season. What you call an ending may simply be the place where hope begins to take root once again. My child, there is a quiet battle taking place inside your heart that few people can see. It is not only a battle against difficult circumstances, it is a battle over what you choose to believe when life refuses to make sense. The enemy does not always begin by attacking your future. More often, he attacks your confidence in me. If he can convince you that I am absent, he does not have to stop your blessing. You may walk away from it on your own. That is why I keep reminding you to be still. Not because I want you to do nothing, but because a peaceful heart can hear what a fearful heart often misses. Have you noticed how fear speaks with urgency? It tells you that you must solve everything immediately. It fills your thoughts late at night, replaying every mistake and imagining every possible disaster. It makes tomorrow feel heavier than today. But my voice is different. I do not rush your spirit into panic. I invite you into peace, even before your circumstances begin to change. This peace is not built on perfect conditions. It is built on my presence. There have been moments when you believed you were falling apart, yet I was quietly rebuilding the parts of your heart that pain had broken. Every disappointment taught you compassion. Every delay strengthened your patience. Every unanswered question pushed you closer to seeking me instead of relying only on your own understanding. Many believers pray for stronger faith, but few realize how faith grows. It grows in ordinary mornings when you choose hope instead of despair. It grows when you continue to pray after days that seem silent. It grows when you forgive someone who never apologized. It grows when you refuse to let bitterness take the place of trust. These quiet victories may seem small, but heaven sees them differently. They are signs that your spirit is becoming stronger than your fears. Do not overlook the blessings already surrounding you, the breath in your lungs, the person who encouraged you when you were ready to give up, the unexpected peace that appeared in the middle of an anxious day, the strength that carried you through a season you thought would destroy you. These are not random moments. They are reminders that I have been walking beside you all along. There is another truth many people never expect. Sometimes the miracle begins before the answer arrives. The miracle is the new heart I create within you, the heart that no longer depends on perfect circumstances to believe that I am good. When your heart begins to change, your eyes begin to change as well. Suddenly, what once looked like punishment becomes preparation. What once felt like rejection becomes redirection. What once seemed like an impossible ending becomes the very place where new purpose quietly begins to bloom. So, today release the burden of trying to control everything. Place your worries into my hands one by one. I have never asked you to carry tomorrow by yourself. I have only asked you to trust me with today because my grace has always been enough for this moment, and it will still be enough when the morning comes. My beloved child, there is one truth I want you to carry with you today. The answer you have been searching for is not found first in changing your circumstances. It begins by recognizing that I have never stopped walking beside you. You have asked me for a sign, but look closely at your own story. You are still here. After everything that tried to break you, your heart still longs for hope. After every disappointment, you still whisper prayers. After every night filled with worry, you still search for my presence. That desire to seek me is not weakness. It is evidence that my spirit has never stopped calling you closer. Do not believe the lie that you have fallen too far or failed too many times. I knew every mistake you would make before you took your first breath, yet I chose to love you completely. My mercy was never designed for perfect people. It was prepared for hearts willing to return to me. There are blessings already moving toward your life that cannot be rushed by fear or delayed by panic. They will arrive in the right season, carried by my wisdom instead of your anxiety. What I prepare for you is not built on chance. It is built on purpose. So, release the burden you have been carrying. Lay down the fear that tells you everything depends on your strength. You were never meant to carry the weight of tomorrow alone. Instead, wake each day expecting my faithfulness. When worry knocks at your heart, answer it with trust. When disappointment whispers that nothing will ever change, remember that I have brought light out of darkness before, and I have not lost that power. When you feel forgotten, remember that I know your name, your tears, your silent prayers, and even the dreams you stopped speaking about because you were afraid they would never come true. Nothing entrusted to my care is ever forgotten. There may still be difficult days ahead, but difficult days do not mean abandoned days. Even valleys have a purpose. They teach you to recognize my voice more clearly than the mountaintops ever could. Many people discover my deepest peace not when life becomes easy, but when they finally realize I have been carrying them through every storm. This is the quiet miracle that changes everything. The moment your heart stops asking, God, where are you? And begins saying, Lord, you have been with me all along. That realization brings a peace the world cannot give and cannot take away. So today, choose hope again. Choose forgiveness over bitterness. Choose faith over fear. Take one faithful step, however small it may seem, and trust that I will guide the next one. You do not need to see the entire path to know that I am leading you. If this message has spoken to your heart, let it become your prayer today. You can simply type Amen in the comments as a declaration of your trust in God's timing and His unfailing love. And wherever you are, pause for a moment and thank Him, not only for the blessings you can already see, but also for the ones He is preparing beyond your sight. May the Lord fill your heart with unshakable peace, strengthen you when you feel weak, restore what has been wounded, and surround your home with His grace. May you recognize His guidance in the ordinary moments, remain steadfast through every season, and walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are deeply loved, fully known, and never alone. Amen.